Y'all hear me? Yeah. When I say spoken, y'all say word spoken.
Word.
Spoken.
Word.
This is not a love poem. This is more like a life poem. The kind of poem like playing mind games, skipping on minefields, tiptoeing around my fields kind of poem. The kind of poem like an overcast sky where the sun is too shy to say hello kind of poem. The kind of poem like a baby bird bobbing high up on tree branches wanting to fly but is afraid of falling in love without someone to hold on to kind of poem. The kind of poem like, I want you to hold me kind of poem. Oh, but I don't know what to think of you. You're like the puppeteer to my heartstrings, marionette, merry-go-round my head, thoughts of you and me and us, slow motion waltzing until when I first saw you. Freeze frame fraction of my heart fraction for the last time because my heart like glass breaks as I fall for you and I thought, you're pretty cute. Oh, but not the love at first sight kind of cute, but the cute enough cute where I look for you everywhere I go.
Kind of cute.
The kind of cute where I want to pirate your smile so I can treasure it every time I close my eyes. Torrented into the torrential riptide, laying my corpse onto leafy river bedside, so even when I wake up with amnesia, your memory will be the only thing I kept in my chest, and maybe I would have tattooed your name on my left leg. As a reminder that I once stood for someone worth more than myself. But I don't know what to think of you. Liking you is like trying to understand calculus, where there are like 4 variables driving my truths, integrating factors I can't seem to solve, like, what if she's taken? Like, what if she doesn't feel the same way? Like, what if she sees my scars? Like, what if she leaves me? Because love takes up half of a life but could last like a half-life. The gradual decay of elements once radiated atoms, building blocks of beauty, changing into something else, breaking our embrace like covalent bonds, or doing with you, we feel like isotopic isolation because our hearts became neutral, unable to attract and the feelings will be mutual, and I still don't know what to think of you. But I know the next time I see you, I will say something like, hey, I want to know you. Like, really know you. I dedicate this last poem to the 2 people I really can't thank enough. My parents. My abuse never left scars, never left bruises, never left stories to show. No. I was brought up with psychological warfare, my house a battlefield. I lived with the PTSD. Insults fired out like gunshots, ballistic bombings bursted through my bedroom. I'm still trying to find my fragments from fractures, splitting our family like fractions, breaking up into separate factions until it felt like territorial terrorism. My heart turned purple from beating against itself. Until now, when I hand you this poem, torn up into confetti confessions from my heart, spread them out, rifting my heartstrings across ocean riptide, and you'll read, Dear Ba, Gongsin Loy, I'm sorry. How can I complain about you being my father when you didn't have one in the first place? Dear Ba, when you forced me to stay away from your shadow, to outgrow your reflection, you were trying to tell me you weren't the one I should look up to because the sun doesn't need another star to shine brightly. Dear Ba, there's a smallpox scar on your left arm where your heart is. You weren't taught to feel. You weren't taught to speak up. Your heart is as broken as your English. So I promise to carry all your emotions, to carve all your words into every poem, into every road I walk on, because I know your love is concrete and it's something I can always fall on. Dear Mia Chang,
Yeah.
Kong Gamong Yu, thank you so much. Even though you're my aunt, I'll always call you my mother. Because mother is a title that needs to be earned, that goes farther than biology, and my heartstrings, tethered towards your affection, means more than an umbilical cord. Dear Man Chang, I know you don't understand me. Language is the bridge that connects two worlds across an ocean. I hide behind similes like a child under his blanket because I don't know how to tell you these things in person, but I'll translate these confessions in Braille, so even if you can't see it, even if you can't hear it, you can feel how much I love you. Dear Man Chang, I still remember the first time you said, "I'm proud of you." You looked up at me and smiled with shining eyes from seeing the rise of a sun.